Alright, hello and welcome back to another Slay the Spire 2 deck showcase. Today we are once again at the very end of Act 3, and once again we are facing the Doormaker as is customary. I think out of my last 10 or so successful runs, 7 of them have been against the Doormaker. So we are well acquainted by now. Our deck is a little interesting once again. Currently we have 62 cards in our deck. How did that happen? Well, the answer is Pale's Growth. We enchanted a card in our deck with Clone and then spent all of our rests duplicating that card. The card in question is Rocket Punch. Rocket Punch reads, deal 14 damage, draw 2 cards. Whenever you create a status, reduce this card's cost to 0 until played. What does that mean? Well, it basically means that with all of these Rocket Punches in our deck, the idea is to just play Rocket Punch after Rocket Punch after Rocket Punch. To activate it, of course, we need to create a status. We have a couple of cards that can do that. We have Boost Away, we have Turbo, we have another Turbo somewhere in there. We have a Fight Through, but crucially, we have picked up the Blessed Antler, which shuffles 3 Dazed into our draw pile, which counts as creating a status. This means that from the very start of the fight, our Rocket Punches will be free. Currently, we have around 30 or so Rocket Punches in the deck. However, we have one more rest. This should be a 64 Rocket Punch deck now. With that, the idea is hopefully to be able to kill the Doormaker during the exhaust turn. Not a lot of setup we can do here because, well, all we have is Rocket Punches. Do we want to play any Rocket Punches? I really don't see the use of playing any Rocket Punches. We're just going to drink our Dexterity Potion. We're going to end our turn here. And then let's see if we can deal enough damage with all these Rocket Punches that we have. We'll play Rocket Punch. We are playing Rocket Punch. We will play Rocket Punch. Then we're going to play Rocket Punch, followed by a Rocket Punch. After that, we will play a Turbo, play another Rocket Punch. We drew all for one. That will get us more Rocket Punches. For now, we just have to see what we're going to do with our energy. We could play an Uproar, which might play another Rocket Punch, which is very likely to play another Rocket Punch. But for now, I think we're just going to strike and then play another Rocket Punch. Then we're going to play a Rocket Punch, followed by a Rocket Punch and a Rocket Punch. We're going to play another Rocket Punch. Then we'll play Rocket Punch, Rocket Punch. We'll play Rocket Punch. We'll play Strike. We'll play Rocket Punch. Then we'll play Rocket Punch, Rocket Punch. We could defend. Then we'll play a Rocket Punch. Then we will play Rocket Punch. I'll play a Ball Lightning. Then I'll play Rocket Punch, followed by Rocket Punch and Rocket Punch. Then we'll play Rocket Punch. We play Go for the Eyes. And now we actually have to all for one here. Drawing into a Rocket Punch, followed by a Rocket Punch, into a Rocket Punch, into a Rocket Punch, into a Rocket Punch, a Rocket Punch, a Rocket Punch. Ooh, into a Rocket Punch, into a Rocket Punch. Are we gonna get there? To a Rocket Punch, and finally, a Rocket Punch. And with that, we have handily defeated the Doormaker. There's not much to say in terms of strategy here. We were fortunate enough. Rocket Punch in general is just a really good card. If you see a Rocket Punch and you're already kind of in the status effect deck, go ahead and pick up a Rocket Punch. But if you then happen to be offered Pale's Growth, enchanting a card with Clone, go for it. You're going to have a wonderful time with this deck if you manage to get it off. And really, after you pick this up, and just heading to every single rest site, and ideally having the opportunity to just clone it at every rest site, your deck will just get stronger and stronger with every time you clone it. And you should have the opportunity to at least do this 5 to 6 times if you pick up Pale's Growth in Act 2. So long as you have anything that creates a status at the beginning of combat, it'll basically always be active, and you can just draw through your entire deck. You can just use Rocket Punches to simply steamroll every single encounter. There's other ways to really abuse Clone, but I thought this was just a nice little showcase of like a card on the Defect that basically just trivializes everything, including somewhat complicated encounters like the Doormaker. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this little deck showcase and join me next time in the Spire. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you around.